All right, we are live for another Tuesday. I know we are a couple minutes early, so I'm gonna give people a few minutes to show up. Um, so yeah, Jim, what's going on? It's good to see you as always. Tonight we'll be casting some Alumilite Clear Slow. Not really sure what we're gonna cast yet, but it'll be something fun. We'll go over last week's project. And then I'm actually going to pull some blanks out of the pressure pot that I cast yesterday before we get started. Angie, how's it going? It's good to see you guys here. Just another fun day. You know it. You know it, Jim. You know it. All right. We'll give people just a few more minutes to show up. We're still a little bit before 5 o'clock, so we'll give people some time to show up. Hey, just saw you had a minute, so I saw you were live and had to stop in. Thanks for stopping in. Keep up the good work on the YouTube channel. You've done some pretty cool stuff. Angie is sitting at work. Carol, how's it going? Todd from TLF Works is here. He's here for a few minutes. If you guys aren't aware, Todd is the one who normally moderates the chat for me. He helps me out. His YouTube channel and website are down in the description. So if you guys could do me a favor and head down to the description, click his YouTube channel link and subscribe to him. We will, if you could go subscribe to him, I know he would appreciate it. I would appreciate it if you did the same. So yeah, take a second before we get started to head over there and subscribe. Maker Deloach, let's do it. I don't know what you're thinking, but we could definitely figure something out. We'll definitely talk. All right, guys. So before we get too far, I do want to thank my top patron, Angie. I do appreciate the support. If you guys want to support me over on Patreon, the link is in the description. If not, no big deal. That is just one way to support the shop. Another way is to use the Amazon affiliate links. You guys have heard me before if you've been here. The Amazon affiliate links cost you absolutely nothing extra. If you check the description of this video, there are Amazon links, or if you go to my website, cross-cut-creations.com, under the tools I use section, there's a bunch of Amazon affiliate links there. Whichever link you click, it doesn't matter. Whatever you put in your cart using that Amazon affiliate link, and whatever you buy using that link, I get a small percentage of that, and it costs you absolutely nothing extra. The other way to support the shop by absolutely spending nothing at all is just watch some of my videos. Help me get that watch time up, and that would be absolutely, I would absolutely appreciate that. I do have logo merchandise as well. on my website. Again, that was cross-cut-creations.com. If that's, I do have logo merchandise there, hats, t-shirts, hoodies, stuff like that. All kinds of good stuff. Other logo merchandise. I also have hand-turned items. So check it out if you're interested. If not, it's not the end of the world. All right. So let's go ahead and talk about last week's project. So last week's project, I'm going to grab it here. We turned a Swamp Waters pen blank from the classic nib and we put it on an executive kit. So this is what it looks like. I mentioned that I hate turning polyester resin because it smells, but I love polyester resin because it polishes amazingly. That's why I continue to turn it. So that is last week's project. This week we will be casting some pen blanks, and we'll just have a good time with it. I did want to make a quick announcement. Some of you guys know that I announced a number of live streams ago that my wife and we are expecting our first child. We're expecting our daughter in late October. So between that and the fact that I'm going back to work in person full time now, the live streams are getting to be a bit much. I do enjoy them immensely. This is not going to be the end, but tonight's live stream, unfortunately, will be the last one, at least for a few weeks, if not a couple months. Just because I've got to take care of stuff elsewhere. But these aren't going away. I'll still be putting out content. I'll still be posting daily on Instagram. So if you want to follow what I'm doing there, Instagram is the most up to date. So I do want to thank you guys for all the support that you've given me throughout these live streams. Again, this is not me giving up on the live streams. This is not me quitting the live streams. It's just going to be a break. I'm not sure how long it's going to be. It's just gonna be determined by by time management and life. So yeah. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Norm is here. How's it going, Norm? Just shared this on Facebook. I greatly appreciate that. Jim, thanks. It is a good looking pen. I do, I do like this one. Thank you. We are super excited, and I'm not going to say life is getting in the way of these live streams, because it is all good things. It's just, it's just a matter of priorities. So before we get too much longer, before we get too much further into this, I am going to flip the camera around, and then we will pull some blanks out of the pressure pot. All right, so here we go. All right, so here's our casting station. Jim says, take care of business. We'll be here waiting for the next one. Man, I appreciate it. You guys have showed me nothing but support, and I can't thank you guys enough. And again, this isn't a permanent thing. It's just going to be temporary. So I appreciate you guys. Smoking Joe's Pit Barbecue. How's it going? Man, if you guys want to learn how to smoke meat and cook, check out Smokin' Joe's Pit Barbecue. This guy, Joe, is the real deal. I found him through Anderson Smoke Show. Anderson Smoke Show it's a YouTube channel. He's a buddy from high school, and yeah, just check him out if you guys need more recipes or anything like that. So, all right, so here's the Harbor Freight. Here is the California Air Tools pressure pot. I'm going to take some blanks out of the pressure pot now. These are ones that I cast yesterday. I had part of a ring blank here, and then I also had some bespoke blanks. So we're gonna pop these out of the mold, and we're gonna pop these out of the mold and see what they look like. Hopefully they come out relatively easy. They're teal and white. I used Divine Pigments for these. So here's the first one. These are sometimes a bear to get out. It just takes a minute or two. Once you get them started, they're not bad. Two more. So while we're taking these out, what kind of blanks do you guys want to see cast tonight? You guys want to do pen blanks, ring blanks? You guys want to do a flip cup block pour? Knife scales? What sounds interesting? All right. Do we want to do more bespoke blanks? I'm going to flip the camera. I'm going to flip the camera around one more time so we can get a good look at these blanks. Because when the camera's on my face, apparently the lighting is better there. All right. Let's go ahead and back up just a touch. Here are the blanks. These are teal with swirls of white. And these came out pretty cool. I do, I might be a little bit partial, but these will get turned into pens at some point. So there those are. Okay, Joe says, I do lives on Wednesdays, and sometimes you just need a break. You're a gifted individual. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. We are going to, yeah, it's been a crazy ride. And again, we'll get back into it, but it's time to just step back a little bit, take care of things that need to be taken care of. Nothing bad, just life. So Angie says ring blanks. All right. I have to run. Be in touch. Take care, everyone. Have a great night. Thanks, Maker Deloach. I appreciate it. How about all of the above? Cool color. Yeah, these are Divine Pigments from Divine Island Design, teal and white. So these are what we have there. I've got two partial ring blanks filled, so we'll probably fill these up for sure. What else do we want to cast? All right. So we'll do these two for sure. Let's do some more bespoke blanks, ring blanks, and then if we have any left over, we will plan on doing individual pen blanks. So I will go ahead and flip the camera again. So there's more settings. There's the camera. All right. All right, there we go. So go ahead and move that there. All right, so I'm going to do 3 colors tonight. We are using Alumilite Clear Slow, so they'll go in the pressure pot for about 4 hours. So I'll pull those out of the pressure pot before I go to bed tonight. What 3 colors do you guys want to see? While we decide colors, I'm going to spray some mold release. I've got this Stoner urethane mold release into the cavities of the silicone molds. I only spray the mold release in the silicone molds because the HDPE molds don't. I haven't noticed that they need it. We're also going to glove up because safety first. All right. Let's do teal, Caster's Choice teal. Let's see, Blaze Orange, and let's do something dark. Let's do, I know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for Midnight Purple. I don't see Midnight Purple. All right, I don't know where Midnight Purple went, but oh, here it is. Got it. All right. I'll grab some popsicle sticks. Now I'm going to go ahead and pour 90 grams of A. So because I poured 90 grams of A, I'm also going to pour 90 grams of B. So we're going to do this 3 times. We make sure that our scale starts at 0, just so we can get an accurate reading. And because Alumilite Clear Slow is a 1-to-1 ratio, that means we have 90 grams of A and 90 grams of B. So however much we pour of A, that's how much we pour of B. So there's 90 of A for color 1. Color 2, we're going to do the same thing. We're at 0. So we're going to go to 90 grams. There's 77. These pumps really help control the flow, and then the amount that's dispensed of the resin. 89. There's 90. And there's color 2, so now we can fill up 90 grams of A for color 3. $86, $89, $91. Okay, there's 91 here, so I just have to remember that. If you're going to be over on either, you really want to be over on the B side because that's the hardener. So I just have to remember that I poured 91 grams in this third color. when you when you put your colors in, you just want to make the more color you put in, the more solid of a blank you'll have. The less amount of mica you put in, or the less amount of color you put in, the more translucent the blank will be. So right now I'm just introducing color to the resin. So there's the teal. Here's the blaze orange. 1, 2. I like to do about 3 heaping popsicle stick fulls. That usually gives me the effect I like. I generally like more solid blanks. I don't turn too many that are transparent or translucent. There's nothing wrong with them. It's just not my, just hasn't been my style. If I have the right kit for it, I'll do that. But we added our teal, we added our orange, now we're adding our purple. We're just mixing the mica powder into the resin. There we go. Now I'm going to put these Caster's Choice colors back in my drawer. Again, we use teal, blaze orange, and midnight purple. Now we need 90 grams of B in each of these, except for the last one. We need 91. So I'm going to turn my scale back on after I've put my cup on, and I've zeroed out my scale so I can accurately measure 90 grams. So here we go. We're going to go to 90 grams. This is the B side. This is the hardener. This is what, when A and B mix, this is what causes the reaction to start and the resin to cure. We're at 85, 87, 89, 90. There's teal. Now we have orange. I make sure my scale is at 0, and I can start introducing B into my second color. 73, 83, 87, 88. This is where the pumps really give us control. All right, so there's 90. Now with the purple, we needed to go to 91. 26, 49, 78, 85, 87, 88, 89, 91. All right, perfect. If you're over on the B side, that's okay. It'll still set up. If you're not, if you are over on the A side, you run the risk of the resin not setting up, and if it doesn't set up, then you can't turn it because it's still in a liquid state. So I'm just going to give these 3 a quick stir real quick. That allows the A and B to really start to mix and the reaction to start. For color separation, I like to take these to 95 degrees. If you pour Alumilite Clear Slow before 95 degrees, you run the risk of color blending, which if that's what you're going for, if that's the effect you want, then by all means, just make sure that the resin is still thoroughly mixed. Color blending isn't a problem if that's the effect you're going for. But if you want good color separation, that 95 to 100 degree range is really what you should be shooting for when you pour the resin. So I'm just going to stir these until we hit that 95 to 100, maybe 103 degree range, somewhere in there. A couple ways that I check the resin for temperature is when I'm holding the cup, I feel it. If it starts to feel warm, then I know that I'm getting close and I should check it. Otherwise, I just keep stirring. Also, the cups I'm using just come from the grocery store. They're paper cups that don't have wax. Because this resin heats up, as the resin heats up, if these cups were coated in wax, the wax would melt and potentially get into the resin, and that would also not be good. So that's why we use waxless cups. I also scrape the sides of the cup just to make sure all of the resin is getting mixed. Sometimes I stir clockwise, sometimes I stir counterclockwise. We just want to make sure that this resin gets mixed up really, really well. Because if the resin doesn't get mixed up really well, then that could also cause an effect that we don't want. One way to check to see if you added enough color, mica powder, is to check the popsicle stick. One way to do that, if you're going for a more solid color, one way to check, and I'll show you guys here, if I pull this popsicle stick out and I can't see the grain of the popsicle stick, I know I have good coverage. If I didn't have good coverage, the grain of the popsicle stick would show through and I would have more of a translucent blank, which again, that's not a problem if that's the effect you're going for. Just be, if you're casting, be aware of that. I think I'm also going to add some macro pearl to these, which means we're going to make these blanks shine. It's going to give the appearance of glitter. So here's our macro pearl. Again, that's caster's choice. I'm going to, now again, you can add as much or as little as you want. I generally like to add a heaping popsicle stick worth in each color. Sometimes, that might seem like a lot, but if you want a little bit of sparkle, add less. If you want more sparkle, add more. Again, there's no right or wrong way to do this. It just depends on the effect that you're trying to achieve. So I'm just going to keep stirring these. I'm going to make sure that my macro pearl is mixed up. Now, because we have 3 colors and I want color separation, I mentioned earlier that we were looking for that 95 to 100 degree range for that color separation. As long as 2 of the 3 are at 95 or above, it doesn't matter what the third one's at. Color separation will happen. Okay. This first one here seems like it's getting kind of warm, so I'm going to check it. I just have a cheap Harbor Freight infrared thermometer. When you check these, you want to check them after you stir them, not after they've been sitting for a little bit. So if I check this one's 94, 95, so we're pretty much there. I feel like this clear slow has kicked pretty quick lately. I don't know if that's just me imagining that or what, but all right, let's check the temperature of this one. Yeah, pretty close, 95. So whatever this one is, we're good. Now I'm going to wait just a little bit longer. Now you can't wait too long because then it'll set up, and if you don't get it in the pressure pot, that's not good either. But I do want to wait just a little bit longer. And then I'm going to actually use an old sports drink cup to pour the resin into, and then we'll pour we will swirl these, and then pour the blanks. All right. So I'm going to bring my sports, my Powerade cup here, and you can pour these however you want. There's no right or wrong way. Again, it's all about the it's just about the effect that you're trying to go after. If you don't like the effect that you get one time, change something and try it again next time. Try it a different way next time. It's literally just a giant experiment. I haven't poured any of my orange into there yet. There we go. And you want to scrape these sides as much as you can because resin is expensive. So anything you can get out of there, anything you can use is good. Now with this one, I think I'm going to try and swirl this a bit. So I'm going to take one of my popsicle sticks and I'm just going to swirl a little bit. We'll try and do that. Now we're going to we will pour these blanks. I'll pour the bespoke blanks first, and then I'll go to the ring blanks, and then I'll go to the other individual pen blanks and see how far we get. At this point, the clock is kind of running. I do need to make sure that I get the resin into the pressure pot in a timely manner. Otherwise, this isn't going to, otherwise it's not going to be able to cure correctly. All right, so now we're going to go to the ring blanks. And now we'll do some pen blanks. Okay, and we'll probably get a partial one here. Well, probably half. All right, now I need to get these into the pressure pot. So I'm going to move you guys real quick over here. There's the pressure pot we're going to use. I'm going to try and get a good shot of this. We're going to put this on our P-Town Subby mold rack. We've got our bespoke blanks. We've got our 2 ring blanks. I spilled a little bit there. And then we've got our 2 pen blanks. So these all need to go on the rack. Now I'm going to put these into the pressure pot, and I'm going to fill the pressure pot with air. So the compressor is going to get loud for a little bit, but I'll come back and check the chat after we get this filled up. We need to first get these tightened down. You always want to tighten opposites together. You never want to tighten side by side together because that could mess with the seal of the pressure pot. The pressure pot condenses the bubbles and basically squeezes them down to a point where you can't tell that they're there. That's the point of the pressure pot. It cures the resin. Here we go. All right, we need to get air introduced, so I'm going to grab my air line, my compressed air, and we're just going to fill it up to about 50-55 psi. All right, now that the pressure pot is filled, we're going to let that go for about 4 hours. So about 9:30-ish my time. So about 4 hours from now, I should be able to release the pressure and be good to go. Okay. We had some color suggestions. Cool. So if you guys have anything you'd like to ask in the comments, in the chat, go ahead and put it there. But until then, that's going to be it for the casting tonight. We're going to get 4 bespoke pen blanks. We're going to get a regular 5 1/4 by 7/8 pen blank. We're going to get 2 sets of ring blanks. So we'll have 8 ring blanks after that. And then we'll get a partial ring blank, or a partial pen blank. So that's not too bad for a casting. So once again, if you guys joined late, this will be my last live stream, at least for a little bit. We're going to suspend the live stream just because life happens. And it's nothing bad. It's just life is getting busy. So priorities are shifting a little bit. I'll still be making things. If you guys want to follow along on Instagram, that's going to be your best route to go. So, by all means, follow me over there. All of my social media links are in the description of this video. I do want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. I have fun every week. I do want to thank my top patron, Angie, once again. I do appreciate the support. The link to Patreon is in the description if that's something you're interested in. If not, not a big deal. If you guys want to support the shop, like I said earlier, watch my videos. That's a great free way to support the shop. There's logo merchandise and hand-turned products in my online store, my website, cross-cut-creations.com. It's at the bottom there. You can see that. Amazon affiliate links. You guys have heard me talk about those before. So I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me, and we will be doing this again real soon. Lisa says, and school starts next week. LOL. Yeah, that's part of what that's actually part of what I was alluding to earlier. we are back to in-person learning. So it's not just as easy as coming down here, doing a live stream, and then going back upstairs. So because I am actually going to the physical building now, you know, the priorities are just shifting a little bit, which isn't a bad thing. So once again, I do appreciate you guys for hanging out with me on this. You guys are great. You guys have supported me through all of these live streams. We will be doing this again once things settle down, but this will be the last one for a little while. So, keep in touch. Send me an Instagram, DM, whatever, comment over there, and we'll keep this conversation going. Lisa says, we are still distanced so far this year. Yeah, we have a little bit of both. We have some virtual, some in person. So yeah, it's been an experience. It's been a good time. Carol, thank you for all you shared. Time. Good luck with your baby. See you soon. Thank you so much. We are super excited. It's going to be an adventure, and we can't wait. Smoking Joe's Pit Barbecue gives a thumbs up. Yeah, I've been binge watching a lot of Smoking Joe's Pit Barbecue videos lately, just to get ideas, because right now I've been talking with Anderson Smoke Show. I keep telling him I need to get a Yoder, but realistically, I really more realistically, I'm looking at the Camp Chef, because right now I'm running propane with a smoke tube, which is a good start. But I've been eyeing a Camp Chef because of their Wi-Fi for a little while now that you guys have me going down another rabbit hole. But it's all good. It's all good. I enjoy your guys' videos, and it's a good time. Gives me more to do. All right, guys. So if that's all we have, Smoking Joe's Pit Barbecue says, "Come to the dark side." I've thought about a second channel for grilling and smoking meats and things like that. But we'll see how it goes. Do I want a Yoder? Yes. Can I afford a Yoder? Not yet, anyway. One day. Thanks for hanging out with us, Joe. I appreciate it, and I appreciate all of you guys. So once again, we'll talk to you guys next time, and thanks for all the support.